You're drugged, Sheffield said rapidly. Don't try to jaunt. Don't move. I'm warning you. I'm prepared for anything. Dazedly, Foyle tried to rise. Sheffield instantly fired and seared his shoulder. Foyle was slammed back against the stone flooring. He was numbed and bewildered. There was a roaring in his ears and a poison coursing through his blood. I'm warning you, Sheffield repeated. I'm prepared for anything. What do you want? Foyle whispered. 2 things. 20 pounds of pyre and you. You most of all. You lunatic. You damned maniac. I came into your office to give it up. Hand it over. To the OS? To the what? The outer satellites? Shall I spell it out for you? No, Foyle muttered. I might have known. The Patriot, Sheffield, an OS agent. I should have known. I'm a fool. You're the most valuable fool in the world, Foyle. We want you even more than Pyre. That's an unknown to us, but we know what you are. What are you talking about? My God, you don't know, do you? You still don't know. You haven't an inkling of what? Listen to me, Sheffield said in a pounding voice. I'm taking you back 2 years to Nomad. Understand? Back to the death of the Nomad. One of our raiders finished her off, and they found you aboard the wreck, the last man alive. So an OS ship did blast Nomad? Yes. You don't remember? I don't remember anything about that. I never could. I'm telling you why. The raider got a clever idea. They'd turn you into a decoy, a sitting duck, understand? You were half dead, but they took you aboard and patched you up. They put you into a spacesuit and cast you adrift with your microwave on. You were broadcasting distress signals and mumbling for help on every waveband. The idea was they'd lurk nearby and pick off the IP ships that came to rescue you. Foyle began to laugh. I'm getting up, he said recklessly. Shoot again, you son of a bitch, but I'm getting up. He struggled to his feet, clutching his shoulder. So Vorga shouldn't have picked me up anyway. Foyle laughed. I was a decoy. Nobody should have come near me. I was a shill, a lure, deathbait. Isn't that the final irony? Nomad didn't have any right to be rescued in the first place. I didn't have any right to have revenge. You still don't understand, Sheffield pounded. They were nowhere near Nomad when they set you adrift. They were 600,000 miles from Nomad. 600,000. Nomad was too far out of the shipping lanes. They wanted you to drift where ships would pass. They took you 600,000 miles sunward and set you adrift. They put you through the airlock and backed off, watching you drift. Your suit lights were blinking, and you were moaning for help on the microwave. Then you disappeared. Disappeared? You were gone. No more lights, no more broadcasts. They came back to check. You were gone without a trace. And the next thing we learned, you were back aboard Nomad. Impossible. Man, you space jaunted, Sheffield said savagely. You were patched and delirious, but you space jaunted. You space jaunted 600,000 miles through the void back to the wreck of the Nomad. You did something that's never been done before. God knows how. You don't even know yourself, but we're going to find out. I'm taking you out to the satellites with me, and we'll get that secret out of you if we have to tear it out. He took Foyle's throat in his powerful hand and hefted the gun in the other. But first I want the pyre. You'll produce it, Foyle. Don't think you won't. He lashed Foyle across the forehead with the gun. I'll do anything to get it. Don't think I won't. He smashed Foyle again, coldly, efficiently. If you're looking for a purge, man, you've found it. Bunny leaped off the public jaunt stage at 5 points and streaked into the main entrance of Central Intelligence's New York office like a frightened rabbit. He shot past the outermost guard cordon, through the protective labyrinth, and into the inner offices. He acquired a train of excited pursuers and found himself face to face with the more seasoned guards who had calmly jaunted to positions ahead of him and were waiting. Bunny began to shout, Yovel! 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 Still running, he dodged around desks, kicked over chairs, and created an incredible uproar. He continued his yelling, "Yovel! Yovel! Yovel!" Just before they were about to put him out of his misery, young Yovel appeared. "What's all this?" he snapped. "I gave orders that Miss Winsbury was to have absolute quiet." "Yovel!" Bunny shouted. "Who's that?" "Sheffield's assistant." "What? Bunny?" "Foul! Foil!" Bunny howled. "Gully foil!" Young Yovel covered the 50 feet between them in exactly 1.66 seconds. "What about Foyle?" "Sheffield's got him," Bunny gasped. "Sheffield? When?" "Half an hour ago." "Why didn't he bring him here?" "Don't know. Got an idea. Maybe an OS agent." "Why didn't you come at once?" "Sheffield jaunted with Foyle, knocked him stiffer in a mackerel, and disappeared. I went looking all over, took a chance. Must have made 50 jaunts in 20 minutes. "Amateur!" young Yovel exclaimed in exasperation. "Why didn't you leave that to the pros?" "Found him." "You found them? Where?" "Old St. Pat's. Sheffield's after thee." But young Yovel had turned on his heel and was tearing back up the corridor, shouting, "Robin! Robin! Stop! Stop!" And then their ears were bruised by the bellow of thunder.